Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we're at Deals Gap, a mountain pass on the border between North Carolina and Tennessee on what is known as the Tail of the Dragon. This video is being run at 2x speed since we were going pretty slow the entire time. First, I'd like to apologize for the lighting in this video. It seems that a combination of the time of day, time of year, and latitude of the location resulted in a lot of glare that even our black dash pad and polarizing filter couldn't overcome. Deals Gap is a popular and internationally famous destination for motorcycle and sports car enthusiasts, as it's along a stretch of two-lane road known since 1981 as the Dragon or the Tail of the Dragon. The 11-mile stretch of the Dragon in Tennessee is said to have 318 curves, although we only counted 195, and we were quite liberal with what we considered to be curves. Some of the Dragon's sharpest curves have names like Copperhead Corner, Hog Pen Bend, Wheelie Hell, Shadetree Corner, Mud Corner, Sunset Corner, Gravity Cavity, Beginner's End, and Break or Bust Bend. The road earned its name from the curves being said to resemble a dragon's tail. The stretch bears the street name Tapoco Road in North Carolina and Calderwood Highway in Tennessee, and is signed entirely by US 129 with a hidden state route of 115. Since part of the road is also the southwestern border of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, there is no development along the 11-mile stretch, resulting in no danger of vehicles pulling out in front of those in the right-of-way. It mostly travels through a forested area, and there are a few scenic overlooks and pull-off points along the route. The speed limit on the Dragon was 55 miles an hour before 1992. It was reduced to 30 miles per hour in 2005. The presence of law enforcement on the Tennessee portion has dramatically increased since 2007. During the summer months, the Blount County Rescue Squad maintains a presence on the Dragon on weekends to assist rural Metro with emergency calls stemming from the frequent motorcycle accidents that occur here. We'll see one on this trip, as rural Metro dispatches from nearby Maryville, Tennessee, and emergency response teams may be in excess of an hour. Approximately 37 traffic fatalities were recorded on this stretch of road from 2000 to 2017. From the Tail of the Dragon website, linked in the description, the following tips are given for driving this road. Stay in your lane. Law enforcement will ticket vehicles even touching the double yellow. Vehicles cutting the corners and taking chances that might appear fun, but this style of driving on the Dragon can cost you dearly. The challenge of the Dragon is to take the many curves in the best line possible, and both lanes is not the line. If you see another vehicle coming at you in your lane, hug the white line on the right side of your lane. In all likelihood, you can avoid problems if you stay alert and watch ahead. Don't go off the mountain to avoid anything. Keep a safe distance between you and the vehicle ahead of you. Watch your rearview mirror for faster vehicles. If you see a faster vehicle coming up from behind, pull over at one of the many paved pull-offs. It is much safer to let a faster vehicle around you than to try and outrun them. Never stay left trying to keep someone from passing you. Never pull off the road onto the shoulder unless it is paved or gravel. Drive your skill level. Don't try to push it. There will always be someone faster than you. Focus. Watch the road, your mirrors, and other vehicles. If you want to sightsee, pull over at one of the many paved pull-offs or stop at the Calderwood Dam Overlook and enjoy the show. Brake easy. Do not overuse your brakes. Use your gears and downshift. A good Dragon driver will not use a lot of brakes. Most of the accidents on the Dragon are due to speed and then over-braking. Don't be spooked. Do not make sudden avoidance moves. You might have to adjust your line to avoid a car, truck, or bike, but do not lay on the brakes or turn off the roadway suddenly unless that is the only option. Motorcycles might dent your car, but that's better than going off the bank and hitting a tree sideways. If a motorcycle is in your lane, that's their mistake and their problem. Don't let them force you into a worse situation for yourself. Careless drivers are not welcome. Show off your drifting and speed at a closed course. Make several runs. The first is always a nervous one, and have fun on the second and third runs. Watch for wildlife. We have seen deer, bear, turkeys, and wild boar on the roadway. Avoid the Dragon during heavy traffic times. Weekends from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. are the busiest. These are the times to lay back and watch the show. The early mornings before 11 a.m. and late afternoons after 5 p.m. have the least traffic. Make sure your vehicle is mechanically sound. Start easy and let your tires warm up. There's a reason that the first turn on each end of the Dragon are named Beginner's End. On this trip, we were in second gear almost the entire way and hardly touched the brakes. Second gear in our Honda gives us a reasonable range of speed, anywhere from 15 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour. Brake fade is very real on these kind of roads. A manual transmission is highly recommended for this kind of drive, since automatics just don't do a good enough job at slowing down by forcing them into lower gears. The rental van that we used on the Blue Ridge Parkway last year had noticeably warped brake rotors by the time we got out of the mountains, because even in the low gears we had to overuse the brakes. Our slow speed on this trip was mostly due to a slow-moving motorcycle a couple of spaces ahead of us. Our top speed probably never was much over 30, and average speed was around 20 miles per hour. The Honda Civic is definitely not built for driving on a road like this at high speed. If we had had time, we would have doubled back and run it a couple more times, and the experience may have been a little different. So this concludes our drive on the tail of the dragon. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help support our channel, please check out our merchandise at 504roadtrips.spreadshirt.com. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.